have seen in the sutras, Narad has said, but don't depend on logic. Don't depend on arguments. Arguments doesn't lead you anywhere. And arguments can take any direction. And that's how courts work, right? You have lawyers from both sides, they both argue. And there is no certainty. If there is a good lawyer from one side and he argues and wins the case, you cannot take it for granted that that is the truth. That's the gospel truth. It's the argument which won the case. And those who are weak in their argument, but maybe they are true, they are not going to win, they are going to lose. That's what happens. The possibilities through arguments are you can make the white black and black white. So there is no certainty there. There is no conclusion. So, in the field of devotion, in the spiritual journey, you better don't depend on arguments. That doesn't mean that you have to be illogical. Logic is essential, like the soap you put on the body to wash off the dirt. But if you keep the soap itself will become dirt. In the same way, since our logic is limited, because our knowledge is limited, depending on this limited sphere cannot take you to the unlimited space of love, unconditional space of love. For that bhakti shastrani mananiyani, contemplate on the rules of devotion and the tenets of devotion. Tadudbodhaka karmani karaniyani. And whatever actions are prescribed, or the actions that would awaken the devotion in you, that you continue doing. You know, action is part of devotion. You can't say, oh, I love you so much, but I won't do anything. That is absurd. If you love somebody, you will definitely do something for them. So when there is love, it just manifests as actions. And if you want to grow in love, you better start serving. You better engage in such actions which would bring benevolence to society and to yourself. Such actions should be performed. Sukha dukkha ichha labhadi tyakte kale pratikshamane kshanardhamapi vyartham na niyam. Usually sutras have multiple meanings. This sutra has two meanings. One is drop the craving for pleasure, fear of pain, desire, greed, and gains. All these things you drop. And kale pratikshaman, and wait with patience for that moment when divine love fully blossoms within you and you become a siddha, you become a guru. And don't waste any time. Don't waste even a moment. If you're holding on to your pleasant moments in your life, it's going to make you miserable. And if you're holding on to all those sad moments in your life, that will make your entire life miserable. Similarly, desire. If you are holding on to a desire, it gets fulfilled. Another desire will come. A chain of desires will arise in you. And you get profit. Once you have profit, it motivates you to go in for more. And it gives rise to greed. And if you keep on this chain of desires and cravings and aversion, then you are not able to be in the moment. You'll be missing that which is going to dawn within you. But if you say, oh, I have given up all this, but then when am I going to get the joy, the enlightenment, the unconditional love that Narada is talking about? When am I going to become perfected human being? He says, no, wait. And don't waste your time. Waiting itself can become meditative. Wait for the time. You sow a seed and you must wait for the right time for it to give fruit. These appear to be very opposite. One is waiting, another is not wasting even a second. They're completely two opposite aspects of our consciousness. When you say, I don't want to wait, you don't waste any time, means it can cause a lot of restlessness in you. Too much of activity. I don't want to waste. I'm in a hurry. At the same time, it says, wait. That is the balance. Bringing that balance in your mindset, where you have infinite patience to wait. At the same time, you are not wasting any time. Often people confuse waiting for being lazy or wasting time. And people who don't want to waste any time or very busy and dynamic, for them waiting becomes difficult. It says that waiting is a waste of time. He says both. Have the patience, develop the patience in you. The capacity to wait, at the same time, not wasting the time, is in itself an art. In the further sutras, we'll say, what are those things we must take care? What are the activity we should do? What are the things we must follow while we are waiting? This is one meaning. The other meaning is, however you are, whatever you are doing, don't think, postpone that sometime when I get over all my happiness or sorrow and all my desires, one day I will get over all my desires. And then if God willing, I will do this good thing. You don't say, God willing, I will get food. When you want something, it is your will. But when you have to do something bigger, something greater, which is not in purview of your small mind, say, God willing, if God wishes, let it happen. It will happen. We try to escape from it. Here, Narada could be seen as saying this. Don't wait for a time when you are free from all your imperfections. Don't waste any time waiting for some moment. Right now, wake up and recognize the love is there within you. I'll be free from happiness, sorrow, desires, greed. At some time, thinking like this, let me now enjoy. Usually people say, oh, the spiritual thing is for people who are above 50, 60. Right now I want to enjoy my life. I want to be ambitious. I want to achieve. Let me do all this. Let me postpone spirituality for a future date in life, a future time. If you think like that, you say, no. Don't waste your time. These things will come in life and go. Happy moments come, sad moments come. It has come to all the prophets. And no prophet waited for everything to subside in order to jump into devotion. However you are, wherever you are, one thing you can always carry in your mind is that faith, is that unshakable devotion, uninterrupted love that you continue to have. Don't waste time. Don't look for an ideal situation in order to feel your perfection. You're perfect right away. And these imperfections are in the periphery. We are talking about the center. And if you're thinking about the periphery, you will remain in periphery. Narada is one who takes you from the periphery to the center and from center to the periphery. Ahimsa, Satya, Shaucha, Dayastikyadi, Charitrani, Paripalaniyani. What are the things that one must practice? Non-violence, truth, purity, cleanliness, inner cleanliness and outer cleanliness. Why negative emotions are counterproductive in spiritual growth? You know why? Because negative emotions make you feel impure. Negative emotions doesn't let you relax, let you feel your expanded state, your real state, which is the true state is it's really an expanded state of consciousness. Inner purity and outer purity, both are essential. In India, there is a saying, if you keep your house dirty, Lakshmi is not going to come. You have to keep cleanliness. In the Sanatan, in the ancient system, in the ancient religion, Sanatan Dharma, a lot of emphasis is given to purity. Outer and internal purity. Whether everybody is following it is a different thing. A country where purity was given so much importance, unfortunately, is littering and garbage everywhere, and people don't keep things clean. This is an oxymoron. Purity, cleanliness also kindles devotion. You go to a temple and it's all so dirty, and you cringe. You look at the dirtiness and you cringe. Where will the devotion will come there? Dirtiness, garbage all around you doesn't make you feel comfortable. And devotion is that which gives you absolute comfort. Same with non-violence. If you are violent, you become thick-headed. You lose your subtlety, and the subtlety is lost. Where is that love? Where is devotion? It takes a toll on your nervous system, your body-mind complex. Truth, same thing with truth. When your mind is on that which is beyond the time, truth is that which is not affected by time. If you are living in falsehood, for telling lies all the time, you feel nauseating. You feel restless. Why should you not tell lies? Because it rattles your mind, rattles your consciousness, irritates you. People who tell a lot of lie, they are highly irritable, I tell you. They get irritated inside with themselves. Again, truth is not just what you speak, Words are not what truth is. In fact, truth cannot be spoken. Truth is to be lived. Truth is that where words cannot reach. But these traits of character should be followed, honored. Ahimsa, Satya, Shaucha, Daya, compassion. A man without compassion is like a man without life. He's only a stone, he's an instrument, he's a machine. Truth, purity, compassion, and faith. Faith. Faith brings certain dignity and stability in life like nothing else. Faith brings that confidence in you like nothing else. Just compare, see two people, one who has a lot of faith, another doesn't have faith. You can see in their eyes, you can see in their behavior. A person who has faith has valor, has enthusiasm, has creativity. One who does not have faith, he is so unreliable. Anytime he can turn anyway because he doesn't have faith. There is nothing solid inside. There is nothing you can rely on that person because he doesn't believe in himself. How can anybody else rely on someone who doesn't believe in himself? If you believe in yourself, that means you have faith. If you believe in God, you have faith. If you believe in the goodness that exists in society, that brings you confidence, that makes you vibrant, that keeps you at ease. One who has no faith is not at ease. He's so flaky, When there's no faith, you look at them, they're so flaky. Totally undependable. You think such people will be liked by anybody? At least some amount of faith makes one to live a normal life. Otherwise, it leads you to sort of mental sickness. Long time back once in Sholapur, a couple came to me in the evening to see me. And the wife told him, Gurudev, I have been trying to come from the morning. And because of my husband's problem, it took us so many hours to reach this place, which is hardly 200 meters. I was curious. To reach just 200 meters, it took you several hours. What is the matter? Says, my husband had this problem. He comes out of the house, he gets the doubt whether he has locked the house or not. Then he will again go and pull the lock, again opens the lock. Then once he locks, then he thinks, oh, maybe I have not switched off the heater inside. Then he goes in. And then he tells me, no, you have not put off the gas. You go and put off the gas. Then I had to go in again, open the lock and put off I tell him, look, I have put off the gas. But just a few steps away from house, again he gets the doubt whether he has locked the house or not. He goes back. Back and forth in this 200 meters we have been doing last 5 hours, Gurudev. And this is what happens. I cannot go for any shopping. You go or any temple or any program. This paranoia is hogging my husband. You only have to help me. So this man doesn't have any faith in anything. Even whatever he does, he doubts. He doubts his wife. He doubts his children. He doesn't believe in anybody. What to do? Told him nothing. Let him do pranayama and kriya. We put him through an intense program of pranayama and kriya for 5 days. That was the end of their problem. When the prana level goes up, the faith in oneself also goes up. Lack of faith is simply an indication of very low prana, low life energy.